Hey ladies, it's Reese. I want to do a follow-up on my mommy schedule. If you are new to my page, my name is Reese and I'm a strategist for moms. I help moms and teach them how to overcome the overwhelm, literally implementing systems and strategies to create and master work-life harmony, because I don't believe balance exists. It's all about harmony over here, all while unapologetically giving ourselves permission for more. I have my schedule here because I'm going to put it up on the screen and walk you guys through how I put together my mommy schedule. As I was preparing for this video, the way that God speaks to me is typically when I'm doing something like that I love. Like, so for example, today, doing my makeup, God was really speaking to me and just illuminating the fact that as I've been on this journey and as I've gone through like a complete mommy makeover in my life, the biggest thing is not necessarily like even the schedule that I'm going to talk about is not necessarily the things that I do. It's really the person and the woman that I am becoming, right? I am literally a different woman in a great way. And it's funny because the more I think about it, it's like, am I really necessarily different, or am I becoming fully stepping into who I've always been called to be? And that part right there is what came to me when I was beating my face. And this is like, when you think about makeovers, typically we think about like the external, right? I'm gonna get, a tummy tuck, or I'm gonna redo my wardrobe, right? When you think about the makeover shows, but really when I think of what I've gone through as far as my personal makeover journey and how God has made me over, we hear that song, Make Me Brand New. It's really been an internal transformation, y'all. Like, even like as I'm preparing to launch my program, it's gonna launch March 1st. Just to give you guys a little teaser there, I'll be sharing more about that as we, go along. The old Reese wouldn't have even said anything right there. Would have been too afraid, like, oh my gosh, like things aren't perfect, things aren't done. How can I talk about it? Like, no, I'm literally becoming the woman I was meant to be. And as I become who I'm meant to be, that is what's going to unlock the transformation that I know I bring to the marketplace in the lives of the women that are called to work with me. And so just my mindset, y'all, the way I think about mom life now, the way I think about like even how I parent dream, how I, as a wife, how I think about my money, like, my money mindset has been one of the biggest transformations that have taken place. More on that later, but I just wanted to share that piece in that if I'm giving myself permission to become the best version of myself, if I'm giving myself permission to manifest overflowing results in every area of my life, what is it really going to take? What does it really take? And so when I think about it, I'm just gonna put it on myself, or even when you think about it, what will it really take for you to become the best version of yourself? What will it take, mom? As a mompreneur, what will it take so that you're able to show up for your family and in your business without having to sacrifice one for the other? What will it take? Right? And if you're willing to say, I'm willing to do the things and do the work that I know is needed on the internal side of things, internally, so that my external reflects that work that I've done, then I'm your girl. Oh, your girl is not playing small anymore. So stay tuned for more. Let's get into the schedule, okay? You're gonna see it, the schedule on your screen, either there or there. We're gonna figure out where it fits nicely. I'm gonna slide to the side a little bit and we're gonna work this out. Okay, so when it comes to my mommy schedule, y'all already know I'm in a position right now where I'm overcoming the overwhelm. I don't sit there anymore. Overwhelm may come knocking, might try to creep on in, but your girl is putting things in place so that I do not sit in a space of overwhelm or burnout or mom guilt. I don't got time for it no more. It's not going to be a part of my mom journey. It's not. I'm just making it very clear that I don't want that to be a part of it. So what does it take? What, by any means necessary. So what do I need to do? And a big thing that helped me was putting together my mommy schedule. I was so schedule averse, y'all. I did not want to schedule. I did not, man, I ran from it. I'm like, there's no way that the schedule is going to help me. Like, what's the schedule going to do for me? What's it going to do for me? Like, I'm going with the flow. I got this. Flowing right on into overwhelm, sitting there, had a whole breakdown, okay? A whole breakdown, which in hindsight, I'm grateful for it because it led me to where I am now. It led me to going through that process of letting God like literally transform my life so that I'm able to just come on here and share these strategies with you ladies, you know, but in that moment it was a mess. And so putting together the mom schedule, it has 3 different compartments for me and that align directly with my life. The moms that work with me, this is what we do. Right? Yes, we give you the outline and the blueprint, the template, but you really are going to draft or compose a schedule that reflects what you need in your life. Because a big part of this harmony is understanding what seasons you're in your life, what needs to take priority, making sure your expectations are properly aligned, setting boundaries in place so that you can honor the life that you say you want to create for yourself. So the schedule just out front and basic, there's a daily schedule. I follow this basically every day. And if you look there, it says when Dream wakes up, when I change her, what we do during snack time. I have an hour time, which is me and her, which is really important to me because a big part of what I was realizing, even when I was managing, you know, I'm getting my classes and things confused, but at one point, y'all, I was managing 9 different platforms. Can't talk about it now, but just know overwhelm was like a big thing, right? And so that guilt of being so focused on building my business and not spending the time with Dream, that was a big thing for me. And so I built that in to make sure that every day we got some uninterrupted time together in the morning and in the evening. Also, nap time, her sleep schedule has been a big thing for me, like really making sure that we stick to a schedule. And so, you know, 12 o'clock, you know, I'm on it. In the evening at 8 o'clock, I'm on it. There is a little flexibility there based on my husband's schedule. But for the most part, we follow the sleep schedule to a T. Now, when it comes to the sleep schedule, what you'll see on the other side is we have bedtime duty. This is a big, big part of what helped me to overcome the overwhelm, asking for help. Like my husband, I thought I heard Dream. So my husband is amazing. And what I realized, he's so used to seeing me do all the things, go, 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 go. He's used to seeing me show up, take control, do what I need to do as a mom, and just kind of handle it, that he didn't really even know that I needed help. And so I was resentful, like, you going to work, you get to leave the house, I'm here all day with this baby, you don't help, blah, blah, blah. And I realized, like, I never asked him for help. I can't expect him to read my mind. I want him to be able to notice the cues and notice that I'm frustrated, overwhelmed, irritated. But sometimes men just don't know what to do in a situation. Like, should I ask? Should I ask her? Does she need help? Do I need to just leave her alone? Right? And so for me, I said, babe, listen. One of the things that has been, I'm overcoming the challenge of getting Dream on a sleep schedule, right? Making sure that she sleeps and really overcoming the overwhelm that has been present in the past when she wasn't falling asleep as quickly as I wanted to, had to reset my expectations there. I could really use your help. And so he was like, oh, yeah, no problem. So now the brother is doing the bath. He's doing the changing of the diapers. He's doing all kinds of stuff, just stepping up in so many ways just from me making that simple ask. I also have the routine that we follow here. I am in the process of trying to wean Dream, which is a whole nother conversation. But again, it's all on the schedule. And just so you guys know, this schedule is on my it's on my refrigerator next to my home schedule. So I don't just have this printed out, kept somewhere random. Like, it's where we are. We go to the fridge every single day. So the fridge has this schedule that you see here. It also has a dry erase board with a daily thing. So like doctor's appointments are there. Like all those things are on that schedule as well. I have it also on my phone. Okay, so I have no excuse not to be on point with this schedule, okay? At the bottom, I really want to emphasize this as we come to a close. I don't want this video to be too long, right? The ways in which I'm creating harmony. It's really important when we put these schedules together to make sure that we are emphasizing either areas where we've struggled or pain points and how we plan to address them. Because a lot of us feel guilty because we feel like we're taking time away from spending time with our children. But when you have the system in place and the schedule in place, then you have your time allotted properly. You don't feel like you're stealing anything because you've already assigned that time for that particular activity, right? So the main thing is, you already know, I talked about it before, I batch record my content, right? So if I'm spending 2 hours doing content, I don't feel bad because I've already set aside time to do that, right? I already know that throughout the week, I'm planning for that Sunday batch. So if I need to get outfits, wardrobe, ideas, my journal, my notebooks, whatever it is, I need to make sure that I'm ready so that when that comes, I can knock through that content and get it rolled out. Grocery shopping on Tuesdays, another thing. I was finding it difficult to, throughout the day, I felt like I was always at the grocery store. I'm like, no. What we're going to do is gather our list and we're going to go on Tuesdays. And that'll be like another way to get out the house. It's a long day. And so Dream and I getting out the house, going to the grocery store before it gets crazy. My battery's dying. Before it gets crazy in the grocery store is really super, super helpful. Then we have Mommy Work Wednesdays. This is really important for me because before I would just work, right? Dream was doing circle time. Dream was doing this and doing that. And I would just be working on my phone or on my laptop. And then realizing like, I started to feel like, man, I don't really want this, right? Some people can do it. And if you're work from home, you got to do what you got to do. I understand that. The life that I was creating for myself, I didn't like what that was causing to rise up within me. And so I said, I'm going to dedicate a particular day where I know that throughout the day, when I have those breaks, I'm giving myself permission to work without the mom guilt, without the overwhelm. That is what I'm doing, right? And so I pre-designate or pre-plan what I'm going to do. So if it's going to be writing my blogs, if it's going to be finalizing things for my coaching program, if it's showing up on Clubhouse, right? I'm doing that on Wednesdays typically. Family days on Thursday. So Thursdays, I know I'm not doing anything. I used to work on Thursday because I'm like, well, my husband's off, so he can watch stream. I'm gonna get some work done. And I was like, I don't like that because typically that's the only day where we have a full day together, either he and I or us as a family, and Sundays as well, some Sundays. And I said, I'm no longer, in 2021, I made this decision last year after I had my last Slay Consultant live webinar. I said, I'm no longer going to work on my days off. So my days off typically are my husband's days off. So I'm done with that. So I have it on the schedule so I can keep myself in flow. So if somebody has an opportunity, or somebody says, hey, can we do a call? Or if somebody's saying, hey, I got this coming up, my no game can be strong because I already have that boundary in place that is designated for my family. Client calls I reserve for Fridays. And so that was another thing because I realized I was just taking calls any old day, but this just helps me to know that on Fridays, I'm on the phone with my clients. I'm on the phone with, for example, I have podcast interviews coming up. People are asking me about interviews for podcasts and speaking engagements. Fridays are the days where we can hop on a call or a Zoom and work out the details. That is the day that I'm available. And what I realized, if you want me, you'll work within my schedule. If it doesn't work, then okay, next time, right? But when I heard my daughter. What I had to realize is that when people come to me and ask me for to show up for them, then there should be already an understanding that you're going to abide by some of the, boundaries and expectations that I have in place. And so that's just how I run my business right now. I also have some other things that help me, right? So I have my CEO time here. I do meal prep. It's another pain point for me, right? Well, not even pain point. I don't want to call it a pain point, but thing that we're overcoming, right? Cooking and finding time to have the meals set up. So we do the meal prep, one load of laundry a day, and then I pre-plan nap time to-dos. I did a whole Clubhouse room on what to do while baby sleeps and really how to manage that time so that you don't feel like you're being interrupted, and then just prepare for every outing. So that is all I have for you. I know I had a little chit chat at the beginning. I was a little bit long-winded, but I just wanted to make sure that you all understood what it really takes, and just ask yourself, what is it really going to take for you to become the best version of yourself? What is it going to take for you to really create the life that you desire? What does a mommy makeover truly look like in your life? What would that look like for you? What would that do for your life, right? What would that do for you? And so I'm really super excited about all that's to come. Stay tuned for more. And again, join my email list. That link is in my bio, the turquoise box. You can slap that to join my email list to get more information and just to get exclusive access to some of those other things that I have going on. So thank you for your time and attention, and I can't wait till my next video. Bye, y'all.